All right, welcome back. I'm going to do a sample game here. I've got my cards ready to go, and I'm going to show you how to play this using the basic fantasy system as for the statistics, for the sword, damage, and all that. But I'm going to use the micro RPG basic system for the combat, the actual combat. As you can see, I just used the longsword stats from the basic fantasy, which is this bad boy right here, system, which is a lot like first and second edition D&D. And I set up a basic premise, and the basic premise is our man Dirk the Dangerous here is on an assignment. He's on a mission, actually. He was able to sneak into a dungeon, and there's a jail where the goblins had this individual locked up, and Dirk was able to find him and sneak in and avoid any danger, to find him and to get an important letter from that prisoner to go to the king. So Dirk has the envelope, since his class is a runner, so he's like a deliverer, a transporter. This is like a transporting kind of mission. He's delivering a letter to the king, probably to tell him, hey, I'm locked up here, please send forces to take out these goblins. And so that's the basic premise. And so Dirk is trying to escape this dungeon, and he comes across a goblin that is sleeping on top of a chest. And all Dirk needs to do is get the heck out of there. So you can do this one in two ways. He can try to sneak out, or he can try to go up and knock out the goblin and possibly take what's in the treasure and leave, if he wants to do that. So I'm going to be using an oracle dice that I made, which I believe is basically more or less in micro basic RPG, but this is in dice form, and this is going to be the GM. Okay, so we got Dirk here. I'm going to do, let's see, he sees the goblin sleeping. He's going to try to sneak past the goblin. Okay, so he needs to make an agility. Either a roll. I would roll either 2d6. I would roll either 2d6 and try to roll under a 7, because he's got 6 plus 1. Or I could do it the card method and see if I can get under a 7. So I'm going to do the card method, since that's unique to micro RPG basic. So here we go. Let's see what we get here. So agility is under a 7. What does he get? Gets 2. Very good. So this would go in a discard pile, I believe. So I'll put that over here. And so yeah, he's able to sneak past. 2, 3. He moves 30 feet. I'll count each square as 10 feet. Sneak past the goblin. Now, to make it more interesting, I could ask the GM, or I could just say, well, maybe there's another agility check to open that door without waking up the goblin. So I can have another agility check to try to open the door. I can ask the GM, do I have to make another agility check to open that door without making noise? Let me see. Yes. Okay, so I have to make a yes. I have to, yes, but. So the but implies something yes. I got to make it check, but something that's the but means it's a little bit easier. Yes, but let's see here. Maybe it gives me a modifier because maybe it's in a deep sleep, and I'm really close. Maybe the door's open already, so I'll just give myself a, let's see, a +1 modifier, or I could always roll a dice for it. Maybe a 4-sided dice to see how much modifier I get. So let's see, I have to get agility under a 7, so I'll give myself a +1 modifier since the door is already open. So 8, I got to get under an 8 or the goblin wakes up. Let's see what happens. Ace. Now what does the ace mean? I got to remember. Let's see here, let me look at the cards. I forgot. Let's see here. Tribute checks. Deal right. Let's see any. Ah, here it is. Right here in the rules, which I printed out for you guys. Says, if a player has an overwhelming success, draws an ace with the same suit as the attribute check being checked, they gain 3 experience points. Well, it's not the same suit. So that's basically ace counts as a 1 in this case. So that's an overwhelming success. So he is able to get by. If it was this was a, actually no, wait a minute. It is the same suit. Sorry, this is the same suit because his. I thought this was something else. Okay, his agility, if you can see there, is a spade. His agility is a spade. So that's overwhelming success. He not only goes through the open door, all right, he gains experience already. So let's see. It says his overwhelming success, he draws an ace, but with the same suit as the attribute being checked, they gain 3 experience points. So already, Dirk's got 3 experience points. So I want to write that down. Let's see, where's my pencil here? I can write that down. I can make a little thing for, oh, here we go, experience points. So 3. Very cool. So let's do, in my next video, let me do one where, let's just say the goblin wakes up. Okay, for the sake of the scenario. I could always roll this, but let's say I roll, is he asleep? And I roll, no. So it's safe to assume the goblin's up. So thanks for watching. This just gives you a little bit more insight on how this is played. Again, I could always roll 2d6 and try to roll under that attribute check instead of the cards. And if I got, say in that case, if I got 2 1s, that's an overwhelming success, and I believe I would get experience points for that. So that's a sample of how you play this game using an Oracle dice as a GM. I can also use Mythic as the GM as well. All right, and playing it solo. Keep solo questing. I'll see you in the next video sample, game sample.